You already know who that is, man. That's your daddy, El Conejo Malo.
I'm trying to vibe with it, but it's hard to vibe to Bad Bunny, bro. After corridos tumbados right now, bro, is what's popping, man. And maybe it's not even the different styles of music. I think it's just probably just Bad Bunny. I don't know. This album didn't hit like that, bro.
I think he's in a different chapter of his life way. You know what I mean? He's in a different vibe.
Messing with them white girls takes that sauce away, man.
Yeah, way. He's like more on that, slower vibe type shit. He's not all crazy with it.
I mean, he was talking shit.
He's talking crazy, but I don't see many of these songs hitting the club. You know what I mean? But then again, I don't be hitting the club. So
he's trying to make music for your old ass.
I might just not know.
Nah, I think he was wanting to get some stuff off his chest, man. Obviously, he addressed a few things. Some of them were in code, and I don't know if they were even decoded correctly. But one of the things that he did put in one of his raps was the fan that he threw her phone in the pond or in the lake, whatever the fuck. Basically said she was never my fan to begin with.
She wasn't a real fan.
So it's like, I mean, you can try to say some shit like that and clean up the, try to clean it up a little bit. But, in reality, everyone saw it. It's on camera, like it's not like someone was super disrespectful about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, did he se pasó? Yeah. Do we see celebrities do this every once in a while? Yeah, we do. And I think we can all understand that you're going to catch a motherfucker on a bad day. But I think that's all you got to do. Just own it. You know what I mean? Don't try to like, clean it up and water it down with this other, or cover it up with this, little clever talk. You know what I mean? But I guess that's also what you got to do on his end.
But then again, I've never been, like, you feel bad for people, way, because they're people, way.
Yeah.
But keep your fucking panties on, man. Like, I've never been the kind of person, bro, to see a famous person and try to hug him and get his, like, a picture, a selfie. To be honest, way, let's just say I see, we're talking about Bad Bunny, and I'm like, hey, una selfie, way. Like, he say something disrespectful, right? That's my bad way. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm over there being a groupie.
Yeah, but
and in my point of view.
Yeah. I mean, there's limits to everything, you know what I mean? But before we get into it, bro, let's set off the podcast, man. Let's set it off with the intro, man.
Yo, what's good, mi gente? You is now tuned in to Pura Cultura sin Censura, and this is your boy Lazy.
Nah, I'm Smiley,
and together we are the Mexi Twins.
Yeah, man. So I mean, we'll get back into that, because there's some more stuff that goes along with that whole celebrity with the fan interaction that I do want to get into, man. But let's ease up on it, bro.
I treat my fans a lot better, just so y'all know, man. I would never throw y'all phone. I would never backhand y'all.
Y'all approach us whenever you guys want, man. But I just want to just kind of like settle in, bro. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this weather, bro. Like, you see how you dress. You got your hoodie on now. We got sweaters on now. It's like it's a whole vibe way. So that's one thing about living in the Midwest, living in Minnesota, that you can appreciate, bro. Like
seasonal fashions,
season changes. So you swap up the wardrobe. You know what I mean? Like, you bust out the boots, you bust out the hoodies, you bust out all kinds of different stuff. And it's dope, man. It's a dope vibe. But it's also when you're driving. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I know maybe I think way too much, you know what I mean? But I'm like, man, people in Florida don't get this view. People in Cali don't get this view. People in Texas don't get this view, bro.
People in Florida get better views than us, man.
They get better views, bro.
I just fucking.
But I'm saying, like, seasonal changes, bro. Like, yeah, them states, they got palm trees and all. Yeah, we don't got palm trees, but what I'm saying though, bro, is like that fall weather, bro. It's a dope vibe, bro. It's a dope time of the year. And you're driving down the streets, bro. The leaves on the trees are changing colors. The weather is perfect, bro. Like, you throw on a hoodie, bro, it's just perfect weather. You don't even got to put the AC or heater in your car. You can turn that bitch off, bro, and just kind of crack the window, just, you know, so it don't get all stuffy in there. I don't know.
Smell like ass.
Yo, there you go. I don't got them problems, bro. But it's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe, bro. And then like I don't know if I'm sure you get that around here, bro. But it's like you get out like anywhere you go, and you just smell like bonfire in the air, bro. Like people are grilling or doing bonfires, bro. And it's just like it's just the whole vibe, bro. The smell in the air, just everything, bro. Just all adds to that like that fall season, bro. So it's a dope time, bro. And you know, sometimes I'd be thinking like, oh man, like other people in warm states that stay warm all year round, they don't get to enjoy some of this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously like fall and like the beginning of winter is cool, you know. Obviously I don't really highly recommend like February, like January and February to anybody. Like you go visit, like you come visit the Midwest in January, February.
Even December is bad way, to be honest.
But not too bad. I always feel like January and February is the coldest. But it's like,
yeah, but if you think about it, our birthday's in December way, the beginning of December way, and it's always fucked up.
But it's cold, bro. Like one thing is being like 20 degrees, but it like January, middle of January, February, you're in the negatives, bro. You know what I mean? So it's a whole difference. So, them 2 months right there, those are the hardest. You know, like if you don't gotta come out here, if you want to visit, I don't recommend those 2 months. You know what I mean? But
yeah. But shout out to one of the homies that's possibly gonna come through, work related, you know what I mean? But we gonna pull up and chop it up if it goes through.
Yeah, he's gonna be here for a tattoo
convention or something like that.
I know he got his let's look up the homie's name. Rowdy, right?
Yeah, Rowdy, but I don't know his whole Instagram.
Shout out to that homie, man. We definitely gonna try to kick it with the homie, see what's up. But yeah, man. How you like this seasonal changes, man?
I fuck with it, bro. You know, the grass ain't growing like it used to. You know what I mean? Yeah. And some people probably gonna be like, "What the fuck you mean, bro? Like, we would love our grass to grow like that, you know?" But that just means like maintenance and mowing the lawn y todo eso.
Yeah.
I enjoy that part, but I also enjoy the color changes, bro. Like, you know, it sounds kind of different, bro. Even when I was younger, maybe we did realize it. But I
don't think we appreciated it like that.
No, we never appreciated it.
I'll tell you this way, like, as you get older, you appreciate the simple things in life, way. Like nowadays, I'm telling you, like I'm driving, I see the trees, the leaves on the trees, like different colors. Then you see the sunset. Like today, bro, I was driving, and it was like the perfect view, way. It was like, you know, when the sky's like orange, you know, it's like that orange look, and then yellowish, like dark yellowish, and then it's hitting the water, bro, and then like on the edges, the trees and they're colored like orange and red, and bro, it was like the perfect sunset way, and I'm just like, damn, that's beautiful, man. I tell my kids, man, look at the sunset, guys, look at this is beautiful.
Hell no.
Because as a kid, I don't remember appreciating it like that. So I kind of want to let them know, like, this is a beautiful thing right here. Make sure you guys appreciate this.
You got to understand, we were in the hood way. You know, like, there was no time to appreciate the sunset, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
you appreciate it when there wasn't a drive-by in the neighborhood.
Yeah, bro. You appreciate it when you didn't get chased down the street. You appreciate it when, you know, like, you caught the bus on time, bro. Because, you know, sometimes you miss that buzz right when you're pulling up, you know.
City
buzz, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you don't have time for that. But now, I do appreciate shit, bro. And then sometimes I try to capture a picture. You know, I grab my phone and I'm like, I'm going to post this on the gram, you know, on my story or some shit.
Yeah.
And my phone will never capture what I'm actually seeing.
Yeah.
And then you think about it, well, maybe it's not meant for everybody. Maybe this moment's meant for me. You know what I mean? And I know that it's even getting
a little deep there.
It might get deep, bro, but it's like, how many times do we try to share our experience when that experience was given to us? You know what I mean?
Now, I feel you on that way. As far as like the camera don't capture the what you're trying to show. You know what I mean? Like, there's been many times where like the sunset, you know, or like the moon is like coming out and it's like a big moon, right? Like you see it in person, you're like, man, that's a huge moon, and and everything around it. You try to capture it, bro, and like you bust out the camera, and the moon looks tiny, bro. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going? Like, no one's gonna. If I share this, people are gonna be like, wow, nice, a little moon in the background.
You know what I mean? Or like your phone's like automated to make the picture fit in a way that it thinks that that's what you want to do.
It's like when you wanted to add light, it don't add light, and then when you're trying to capture this kind of dark, and then the moon shining through the water, then it wants to light up all around. It's like, nah, motherfucker, it ain't that bright here.
Photographers love that shit, man. They're like, oh, you can't capture pictures like we can capture pictures.
That comes with experience.
But check this out. Have you ever seen like TikTok videos where it's like, come on, bro, like we've been living in like selfie times for a good minute now, eh?
Yeah.
It don't change much, Sometimes your face is a little thinner, sometimes a little chubbier, sometimes whatever. That's the only thing that changes, right?
Yeah.
But it's the same fucking pose. It never changes. You know what I mean?
But I wonder if people notice you know what I'm saying? Like there's a picture that we take that like, nah, my neck looks a little too thick right there. Like my chin is.
I'm sure they do. Way.
Like to the extreme point, right? Like if you really is extreme, but people will catch it.
What if we are our worst critics? Way. What if like there's been times when I'm like, man, I look whack here. You're like, bro, you look all right, or maybe you're just talking shit, But when I look at people's pictures, like when people post selfies, I don't go into the negative unless it's taculero, way. Then I'll be like, damn, homie, like hopefully in the morning you delete this shit.
They did your ass dirty on this group picture.
Oh, group pictures are a bitch, way. You know, especially back in the Facebook days, way, when someone's taking pictures and you're just allowed away, and like you ain't knowing, bro. So the panza's kind of hanging, bro.
Yeah, that, and you're like about to put a fucking spoonful or forkful of food in your mouth. And it's like, man,
that hand motion you were doing right there got me nervous. I was like, what the fuck? No, but check this out, way. Before we get too far from the point I wanted to make, sometimes I watch these TikTok videos or Instagram videos of these dudes that are like, stop with the boring selfies. Take selfies like this. Have you ever seen that?
And
they'll like set up the phone and like, y tú como ni te das cuenta. How do they say that when you're talking in Spanish? When you're like, bien disimuladamente or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they set up the phone where it's like, it's a selfie. You're taking it of yourself, but it's from this crazy angle, which is like, damn, that's dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like too dope. A selfie, they'll be like, oh, dope. You're like, you're at the lake, you're at the waterfront, you're on a boat, you're on whatever the fuck. But if you overdo it, it's like, ya te pasaste de verga.
It was over, like when something's overproduced, it's like they overkilled it, or like, so like when you over edit or you over plan a selfie or a picture, it's like you overdid it.
Yeah, and then that's that turn on.
Yeah, that takes away from that moment. It's like, we all know in real life that moment doesn't just happen like that. You spend a good amount of time to create this moment, and then like we get deep into it like that. You're like, nah, that's kind of whack that you spend so much time doing that, and you appreciate those motherfuckers that are so confident and are like photogenic, right?
Yeah,
that they can just be anywhere and they just take a selfie and you catch. Maybe you won't catch the full background that they wish they could show you, but you catch enough, and you're like, damn, they out there having a good time.
I can't wait. I can't wait till the selfie camera can widen up even more. You know what I mean? Because I know iPhone already has the technology way, but they're waiting for like Apple 17 or some shit.
20.
Where it's like, I would like it for because nobody wants to be all up in your grill. You're like you.
No, I mean, if you swing it to the side, if you make it the wide angle, it does kind of zoom out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. What else was I gonna say? The pictures, the selfies, the overdoing it. Fuck, I was gonna say something que was gonna add to that.
It's just like when you watch like a TikTok video, right? Like, and people are like making a little skit, right?
Yeah.
But when the skit is just so over, like exaggeratedly done, you're like, this is so annoying. You know?
Yeah.
sometimes you know something was planned, but it's like they just did it like kind of quick, or I don't know, it just doesn't feel like overproduced. Then you're like, oh, that shit was funny.
Before I forget, have you ever like thought of like wouldn't you want a picture of you sitting in the driver's seat of your truck?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that picture's gonna be whack, right?
Yeah,
it's like no mames way. All right.
Now we getting a little deep here, but my IG profile picture is me on the boat. You know, I'm driving the boat. You know,
that's bien culero, güey.
You know, so it's like I can catch that. You know, because you can get a good a distance on that. You know what I mean? Like in the truck, that's doing too much.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying like inside the truck. I'm saying like outside the window, like, you know how you look while you're driving and shit. And I know that's whack, way, but anyways,
we overdoing it now, man.
But yeah, man, selfie talk.
Yeah, it you know, that's where we at, man. That's where we at. You know, good weather, seasons changing, Halloween's coming, bro. Are you guys already know what your daughter's gonna be for Halloween?
Yeah, she's gonna be the Popo.
For real, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who came up with that?
It's her.
Her? Okay.
Yeah, she likes because you know kids, they watch all the YouTube kid stuff, and you know. Anyways, I don't want to get too deep into that because you know kids expect you to play with them all day, bro. Just because they watch these videos of the dad and mom, that's their job. To play with their kids, you know. So when your kids look at you like, "Hey, Dad, play with me," I'm like, "Dude, I already play with you." Like
this lazy bastard don't do half of this shit. This dad does.
That white dad's a better dad than my dad.
I wish my dad was white.
You know, but what's it called? So she must have got the idea there of trying to being a police. You know what I mean? Because she was all with that, and I was thinking, I was like, if I want to, because I'm not that kind of person, bro, to like to do a family, like, you know, stuff like that. That's not me, bro. Like, I feel corny. I think
that's the only time you can be corny, way is with your kids, way. You know?
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm thinking about it. Because with my girl, when we would go to the clubs and stuff like that or parties, but I'm thinking of like dressing up like a criminal, you know what I mean? But like a straight up like cholo, like.
Oh no, you should do like a jumpsuit where it's obvious.
Well, yeah. But like, I want to do like a teardrop, wear a hairnet.
Always gotta go the extra mile.
Yeah, bro. And it's like,
that'd be dope.
I'm gonna look like I belong in the shoe. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't survive a day in the shoe, bro.
Yeah, you do, bro. You're isolated, bro. They still get to your ass. From the stories I've been listening to.
You watch a lot of documentaries and a lot of prison podcasts. I see.
Ah, man.
Now my kids are gonna be the Ninja Turtles, man. You know, so so my son's gonna be Michelangelo. My daughter's gonna be Donatello, and then our niece and our other nephew, they're gonna be the other two Ninja Turtles. So basically, they're gonna be all four Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? If I had the creativity, you know, I might be like fucking Shredder. No, not Shredder. Master Splinter, you know what I mean?
You are a rat.
But you know, like I don't know if I have the creativity to pull that off, you know what I mean? But
because you got to talk like that too, right?
Be wise, you know, have to give some wise advice, bro. You know what I mean?
That's where our podcast hasn't blown up with. You can't come up with no wise fucking words, bro.
Lazy. You got to be a good wingman, bro.
Not that way.
So yeah, I'm excited for Halloween, bro. So it should be dope. I think it's different, you know. It's obviously different every time because, I mean, it's different, and every Halloween, now that we got kids, it's just like it's hard not to think about how we celebrated Halloween when we were kids, you know. Like, it wasn't going to Spirit Halloween to go shopping for a new costume, or it wasn't our parents ordering shit online for us, and you know, it wasn't that planned out, you know what I mean? It was like, we were just trying to be anything for Halloween just to have the excuse or the pass to go get free candy. You know what I mean? It didn't matter what we were. We, at the end of the day, we just wanted free candy. You know what I mean? So it's one of those moments in life, bro, that it's just like kind of you do a little flashback and reminisce of like, oh damn, like it's different for you guys. You guys don't know that struggle, and I don't want you to know that struggle. You know what I mean? But But it's dope memories.
Is it even about the candy anymore? Like, I guess kids still get excited about candy, right? But I think the experience and their costumes is like, to us, it was about the candy way.
Yeah, no,
our costumes weren't crap. You know, not to talk down on our own past. It was what it was way, but we got fucking pillowcases, you know, that we still use that night. You know what I mean?
I still have some kids show up with pillowcases, bro.
And you know,
they ain't from the neighborhood. You can tell who's from the neighborhood and who's not. They pull up with pillowcases. I'm like, damn, that's funny. That's how we did it.
I give them more candy way.
Yeah.
if I see kids that I know you're not from my neighborhood way, because our neighborhood way, you can kind of already see who's from here, right? Mm-hmm. But you could tell who's not from here. You could tell from the kids that their parents take them to the good neighborhoods because they give the candy over there, you know. Yeah. I see them way. I give them, sometimes I give them 2 handfuls.
You know what's funny about that? Like, when I'm trick-or-treating with my kids, I feel like people think I don't live in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm trick-or-treating with my kids, it's like that what the fuck's that word? I'm self-conscious about it.
Self-conscious,
I'm self-conscious about, like, they probably don't think I live in this neighborhood because, you know, like, we go deep into the neighborhood. It ain't like we go for walks around our neighborhood all the time or go to the fucking neighborhood potluck or shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like people don't see me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like the first house on the block. So when I get deep into the community, you know, into the neighborhood, people, I start feeling like
outsider.
I start thinking like they probably think that we're from a different area to come trick or treat in their neighborhood because, you know, they give good candy, you know.
Yeah.
And
I haven't gone trick or treating with, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm weird, bro. You know what I mean?
We know that.
I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I get a little bit like, I don't want to call it anxiety, but social anxiety. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of the parents here, way. You know, like we hang out and drink, and to be honest, way, you know, lo voy a decir en español porque quién sabe quién escucha, güey.
Yeah.
Yo sé que la gente quiere tomar aquí, güey. You know what I mean? Yo sé que, you know, I live in the neighborhood, güey. Cuando pasas, te dan una chela, güey. You know, like, hey, you know, you look thirsty. Here's a cold one. You know what I mean? It's like,
what's the problem with that?
I don't know. I don't want to do the small talk when I'm trying to focus on what I'm focusing on. You know. So last year my daughter was little, way. So I didn't. Her grandma and my girl went with her. Mm-hmm. But this year I'm gonna go with her, right? Because now. I also didn't want to be the parent that, you know, your kids walking really slow to the door, you know, and people have to wait, and, you know, I don't know, way, you know what I mean? I
think you're overthinking it, man.
I just see that because I give out so much candy, or so many people come to my crib, and I see that, and I'm like, oh man.
But just like you're patient for other little kids because, you know, they're little and, you know, there's other people that are going to be the same exact way. Like, they understand they're little kids. And I think as you get older, again, you appreciate different things. You know what I mean? When we were young, we just wanted to party, you know, but now, you know, we go out, we take our kids trick-or-treating and stuff, but, you know, we do that pretty quick, bro. And like you said, it ain't all about the candy now because we can buy them candy whenever we want, right? But it's like now it's just the experience. So we go just like we stay within our neighborhood way. We don't even do that much trick or treating. But then we come back and we also give out candy. You know what I mean? So where the hell was I going with this? Oh yeah, you also enjoy seeing other kids with their costumes and if they're dressing up as with their siblings or their parents, and you enjoy that as well too. You know what I mean? So it's a whole event way.
No, I do that. You know, last year or the last few years, because my daughter's about to be 4, so this is gonna be, I think this is gonna be her 3rd or 4th fucking Halloween or whatever. But I'm always the one staying at the crib handing out candies while they go.
Yeah.
While my daughter goes trick or treating.
Yeah.
But this year we might switch it up, boy.
That's dope, man. That's dope. But yeah, it's one of those things that you get used to it because I remember like there's times where it's just self-conscious, right? Like I feel like we always felt like criminals way. You know what I mean? Like when you're approaching people's houses, you're like, are they gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy getting close to my, like, we're just self-conscious because we grew up in neighborhoods where you don't approach people's houses if you don't got to be there, you know what I mean? So then I would always tell in the beginning, I always tell my wife, hey, you go with them, because I feel like a mom and the kids are gonna be more approachable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's different, you know. Like now I'm more used to it. Now I get involved in all that stuff, and or I just like stand at the end of not at the end of the driveway, but like at the walkway, and I just let them continue, you know, and have them do that whole transaction on their own, you know what I mean? And then obviously I'm gonna be there watching, make sure they're good. But that's how we do it, Damian. You know, we kind of like just let them go and do their thing, and then we just, you know, do that. At the same time, you're giving them that you're giving that space for growth, to experience interaction, and you know how things go, like that, you know, when you interact with other people, you know. So it's a whole cool experience way, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
you know, I pay attention to everything way. So even like when, you know, like, I don't know how every other city is or neighborhood is, but my neighborhood, I think it's 7:00 is like the cutoff time, or 8 o'clock. And after that, it's like dead. You know what I mean? You get your, from like 4:30 to 7. It can get busy, right? Like the main time is going to be like 5:30 to 6:30. And then that's just nonstop. I just sit in the stairway. But then you have those parents that, you know, you don't know that you could kind of tell maybe they got off of work late, or you know, they're still doing their rounds to try to get as much as candy as possible.
Yeah.
So you got your random like late ones, bro. And I feel bad, you know what I mean? Sometimes you know what people do is just turn off their lights, but I keep them on, dude. And I probably give out to like 9 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Oh damn.
But yeah, it's just really weird how you see how different people function, you know what I mean? Different schedules, people coming from different neighborhoods, and all that stuff.
Especially when it lands during the week, you know, because people got to work the next day, and then
what day does it land this week?
This year lands on Tuesday.
Oh shit!
You know, so people got to work the next day, kids got to go to school the next day, and
it's cold over here. Way, you know, that's one thing too. Is like it's not that kids don't want to just stay outside and keep walking around, you know. It's cold, and it can get uncomfortable for people, not only for the parents but for the kids, you know. But over here in my neighborhood, where you got people in like 4-wheelers with trailers, and they got like a whole like bunch of different dads and moms that they get together, and they all ride like their 4-wheelers and trailers and shit, and just have all the kids riding around.
That's still being outside though. Like I ain't gonna lie, I take my kids in the car away. Like we pull up, So we pull up to every cul-de-sac in the neighborhood. So we pull up at the end of the cul-de-sac, we walk it, hop back in the car, warm up, hit the next cul-de-sac, and do that. You know what I mean? Because it's cold way, you know. And my kids, you know, they're 4 and 7. So yeah, when they're like, you know, when all of them are 6 and older, 7 and older, then it's kind of like, nah, we walking the whole thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyways, man, enough of Halloween, man. Let's get into some of this. Let's get into some of this talk, man. You know, there's a lot of things going on. I want to make sure that we get into it, man. But like we were talking about celebrities and the interaction with the fans. You know what I mean? You know, we were talking about that Bad Bunny thing. There was a video that popped up about J.O.P., you know, and it was the same day he did a free concert. You know, he did a free concert in California. I think it was L.A., which is really dope. You know, like you just imagine you live in that neighborhood where you get a free fucking concert right there. You know what I mean? That should be dope as fuck. But
that was like some Snoop Dogg vibes, right? Like a concert or rapping on top of a building and shit, using it as a stage.
Yeah. And talking about Bad Bunny, I think I'm not trying to take away from what J.O.P. is doing, but I think Bad Bunny did it first, you know.
I think Soulja Boy did it first.
Yo, I don't know about that one. But, you know, last time, because this is Fuerza Regida's second time doing that. So last time, when Bad Bunny was like on top, you know, top of the world, he did that in Puerto Rico, and then like days later, Fuerza Regida did it, and then people were talking shit like
Puerto Rico.
People were talking shit about like he's copping or whatever. But anyways, So he did that free concert, dope. You know, did it for the people, bro, because obviously it's those people in those neighborhoods, those type of neighborhoods that got him to where they're at. You know what I mean? And then after the fact, I don't know if it was before or after, but he was taking pictures with the fans. And then one homie, bro, you know, it looked like he was very excited to see J.O.P., bro. He put his arm around the homie, bro, and J.O.P. like
treated him like a groupie.
Bro. But he like grabbed his hand. He like grabbed his hand and like threw it off of his shoulder, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh damn, like I get people. You know, some people want people to respect their pride, their personal space.
Yeah.
And like their bubble, I guess. I don't know, certain personal spaces. But I think I don't know, fool. I felt like there's a better way to go about it. You know what I mean? You know, like, you know, Mexicans joke all the time, bro. You know, some people might not like these jokes, but Mexicans joke all the time, bro. Like, hey, calmado, bro, calmado. You know, that's too close, homie. And then
pasan de verga, güey.
and then you know, you let him know, like, you know, I don't do all that hugging stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. You could have said like, hey, bro, no disrespect, homie, but I don't do hugs like that, bro. I feel like you could have went a better way about it. You know what I mean? People are out there to see you. People are excited to see you. These people are the very same people that stream your music, buy your merch, go to your shows. So I feel like you owe them a bit of courtesy. You know what I mean? It ain't like someone just ran up and yanked you like that and grabbed you. Then I'll be like, yeah, bro, like you came up all rough and disrespectful on the homie. But it looked like people were in line for pictures. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying he's fucked up, completely fucked up for it. But I feel like he could have went a better way about you know, addressing that.
Yeah, way. You would think that if you're like in the normal people level, you know what I mean, and we are, right? But once you've seen so many videos of fans pasándose de verga with people, you know what I mean, of like grabbing people in headlocks or like taking them down, and
oh shit, no,
you know what I mean?
I've never seen that.
So it's like a human instinct, you know. If you get put in a vulnerable situation, a human instinct is like, yeah, that don't feel right. You know what I mean? You got your hand too close to my neck. You know, I'm not saying that that's how he felt, but I'm just saying is like, you can feel uncomfortable really quick, especially being in a neighborhood like that, where you just don't know who's got what intentions. Somebody viniendo te agarrar así, güey, you know, you're gonna protect yourself, you know, and
yeah, you might think someone might want to snatch your necklace, bro.
Snatch your necklace. Fucking shank. You never know, way. You never know. You know, that's why.
Not your J.O.P.
You know what I mean? It's like human preservations that it's came down like genetically. That's why we've survived for so many years, bro. It's like that's why when you meet somebody, or when you like, let's just say when you meet somebody, you don't go hug them, right? Why? Because you're gonna open up yourself. You know what I mean?
Nah, you just don't know a motherfucker, bro.
But that's exactly, you don't know him, why, and then you don't trust them. You know what I mean?
But it's different when you're a celebrity.
But check that. I'm just telling you how things going down in like in the history of the evolution type. Shit.
Oh, damn! You giving classes now?
No, I'm just saying that's how human preservation is, way.
Okay.
So that's why when you greet somebody, you extend your hand. You know, that you keep a safe distance from yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and what happens in the hood? You don't even do that with some stranger, bro. You do a head nod, de lejitos, way. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know that might seem like it's getting a little bit too extreme on the explanation, but that's just what it is, way. You know, people, if you don't feel safe, if you feeling like somebody's energy's off, and to be honest, way, in the hood, you're on your toes, way. You're already, not that you're scared, but you're making sure you're watching everything.
I agree. You have to, right? But you know, you would be dumb to pull up to anywhere, bro. Like whether it's in the hood, you could go downtown. You could go to, when you're gonna do stuff like this, bro. Like be around the general population, bro. General public. You obviously got to go with security, way. You know what I mean? And maybe we don't see it all up front with 10 big dudes just surrounding him, but they're there. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're there.
But security in the club is different from security in the street. You know what I mean? Like they can get to you to a certain quickness, but it could be too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've heard of, you know, artists getting killed while they have security around them. It's just too late. You know what I mean? That's why people need to keep their distance. And you got to an extent, you got to understand people.
I think some people just don't also want to feel like you're sunning them, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, don't hug me like I'm your little homie.
Oh, yeah.
Don't hug me like I'm your little homie, bro.
That too. That could be it too.
Or it could also. I mean, that's the one I think. And there was a time where I forgot who was taking a picture with Ice Cube, and then he put his elbow leaning up against Ice Cube, and Ice Cube said, "Nah, don't do that, homie. Don't do that." And that was. I felt like, okay, I felt like that was respectful. Like, hey, don't do that, bro. Like, that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, so if JOP would have like, hey, man, don't do that, bro. Like, don't hug me like that.
What if a listener pulls up on you and asks for a picture, and he puts his arm around your waist?
I see. Now we got a problem, bro. Now I'm shanking the motherfucker, bro.
What kind of shanking we talking about?
It's gonna be a sword fight up in there, bro.
A dagger battle.
Nah, wait, but yeah, bro. I think. I mean, I'm not saying he was wrong, but that might not be the right approach, bro, because he's gonna end up in a situation like Bad Bunny, bro. Like, people will see that side of you, and then they'll start having this like dislike about you know, and it's that
La raza will always, and I'm not saying like La raza is Mexicans way, but Latino fans, bro, and hey, I want them all, but. Why do they switch on Bad Bunny?
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Bad Bunny,
a thrown cell phone couldn't have done it.
No, I'm not saying that's what did it. You know, Bad Bunny, he through the cell phone. That was one thing that people started going against him. He started dating the Jenner girl, and then
I think that's hating.
All the girls started like feeling like a type of way because they felt like he was like a representation of Latinos, and he was always speaking up for Latinos and like colonizers, and I don't know. I never got too deep into what he was standing up for.
He's standing up for everything.
Yeah, so it's like those two things. Then you know, people started kind of like having their opinions about it. You know what I mean? And then Peso Pluma came out, bro. And then that was like I don't know. I think it was just perfect timing for everything. It was a perfect timing. For people wanted to change, you know, like reggaeton. It was like everything we're listening. And then it was like perfect timing for new music, new artists, and not just new music, but new good music way. You know what I mean? So I think it was
can't get enough of that shit way.
It was a combination of that. But it's just a cycle way. And I heard this one lady explain it, and I'm gonna try to explain it.
Better than my evolution explanation.
Way better, bro. Yo, I was nervous about how foolish you're gonna make yourself look.
No, it's facts though. You gotta look it up, man.
Yeah, I think you're still in the monkey the monkey process. You're still in the monkey process of your evolution, bro. So yeah, so there's like a cycle, right, for celebrities. When you're like starting up, like obviously nobody knows you, right? But when you're like good, but you're new, people are rooting for you. You're the underdog. They're supporting you. They want to help you make it big. They want to be a part of your story and a part of, they want to be a part of it.
I get it.
And then you make it, and then everyone's happy. The supporters from the beginning are happy because they felt like they were there from day one, and they saw you.
They helped you. They actually helped you. Like,
but they did.
Yeah, but to an extent, right? Because a lot. Okay, I don't want to cut you off.
Thank you. So they feel like they helped you, which, like I said, they did.
To an extent,
and they get you there. See, you're interrupting me, bro. Let's see. So then you get there, and now you got the same supporters that were always supporting you. They're still your fans, but now you're at a new level where you're generating all these new fans. So now you're the man, or now you're the woman, or now you're that person, and you're on top of the world. Well, now you're at the point where people start trying to find something bad about you, and they want to knock you down, and they knock you, and then they do anything to knock you down, and then they want that, like when they want to see someone crash out, right? Like, yeah, their fame, they did something stupid. They fucked up their fame. They fucked up, whatever, their story. they fall back to the bottom, and now they're your fans again. Now they want to see you come back from that. You know what I mean?
We're gonna help you again.
You know what I mean? So obviously, I'm not explaining as intellectually as this lady explained it, but
it didn't sound like
it's basically a process where people want to. They're there for you in the beginning. They're there for you at the top, and then after a while, they want to see you crash out, and then they want that comeback story, or they want to see whether you come back or not from that or not. And we see that all the time, bro. Like we see certain artists, we see certain celebrities, certain athletes, they do something real stupid, and then we don't see them for a while, and then they come back, and then they're rejuvenated, rehabilitated, and all that bullshit, right? And then,
but that's different.
Then they're America's sweethearts all over again.
Yeah,
right?
But that's different from the fan base kind of wishing for your downfall. You know what I mean? Like, we saw that with Bad Bunny. Like TikTok trends. Whether people accept it or not, those trends of saying, "Ya no escuchamos a Bad Bunny," he's not that he's not that popping no more. He's not hot no more. Now we're listening to this. Whether that's your truth or not, you're gonna subconsciously or consciously get influenced by that.
Yeah.
Not me, to an extent, but I do move around knowing like I don't think people are rocking with Bad Bunny no more. It's in the back of my mind, even though I still listen to his music, the songs that I like of his, but it's kind of a trend out there it's like he's not the guy anymore.
It's like when you stop listening to techno music.
I never stopped listening to techno music.
When Eminem said, "Who the fuck listens to techno?"
I never stopped.
That's when you gave up your raving days, huh?
I was kind of upset at Eminem right there. I love my techno.
So no, but it's just facts of how certain individuals, obviously celebrities that have a huge influence, they can actually influence people into not rocking with something anymore. You know what I mean? Like now we see like. I'm not trying to bring it back, but we did see when Peso Pluma came out and he said like, Mexico's gonna come out with corridos, our artists and corrido music that is gonna take Bad Bunny out of number one, and he prophesized that, you know what I mean? That's happening.
Yeah,
I've seen J.O.P. say the same thing. I said not specifically about Bad Bunny. But I've seen clips of shows where he says we now took reggaeton out of the top charts. You know what I mean? So there has to be competition, and I don't think it got to be bad. Like we've heard reggaeton artists say no one rocks with Mexican music. We heard Arcángel say that. Like I still like some of Arcángel's music.
Yeah.
But was that hate? Yeah, that was hate. Like. Saying people don't rock with Mexican music, people don't want to collab with Mexican artists, people don't want to join that trend or join that culture. And now look at it. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody. Even I don't listen to that dude like Karin or something like that.
Yeah, Karin Leon or something.
Karin, something. But he made a song with Maluma, and that sounds like a big hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Maluma's a huge artist. Is he Puerto Rican or
Colombian?
Karol G. I think falta J Balvin. Has he rocked with anybody yet?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But everybody that are big artists, are even Bad Bunny himself rock with Grupo Frontera. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Bad Bunny saw the potential from the beginning, so we can't say that, because he made a song with Natanael Cano when Corridos Tumbados was getting a lot of hate and a lot of people weren't trying to rock with it in the beginning. You know what I mean?
It was hard even for us to rock with it, to be honest.
Some of it, yeah.
But just me speaking from what I see, I don't see Bad Bunny hating on narco corridos or corridos tumbados, I should say, and I don't see him hating on Mexicans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't see that shit.
And I'm not saying you said it way, but there's like TikTok trends saying, "Oh, Bad Bunny, he's throwing shots at Mexicans." I forget how
people wanna supposedly read through the coded message of his raps, and like in this new album that he put out, he does a shot at Psycho Bunny, the brand, and he says it's in 2024, ¿Quién carajo usa Psycho Bunny? And it's like people are saying like, oh, that's at J.O.P. because J.O.P. has a song, I think it's TQM, where he talks about Psycho Bunny and all this and that, right?
Mhm.
So people feel like that's a shot at JOP, and a few other little mixed messages in there that they're saying it's at JOP, but I'm like, even if certain artists were going at an artist, bro, it's like it happens, right?
Yeah.
Like let's not try to group everything up like, oh, he don't rock with Mexicans or he's dissing Mexicans, because if he didn't like Mexicans, he wouldn't have asked Grupo Frontera to be Grupo Frontera asked Bad Bunny to be on the song, and he accepted.
Are you sure that's how it went?
Yeah, I seen a clip of that, and
because I heard from an interview that I seen of them, some dude wrote a song for them, and they were gonna go make a video on it, and they didn't even know Bad Bunny was gonna be the other artist on.
But
the song.
they knew he was gonna be on the song, but they didn't know he was gonna be on the video.
Oh, okay.
So, if he didn't rock with Mexicans, he wouldn't have been on that song, and he wouldn't have invited Nathaniel Cano, or he wouldn't have asked Nathaniel Cano to be part of that one song.
Yeah.
I think it was called Diablo or something like that.
Diablo.
So, yeah, so I don't think we should take it that far. And if people are dissing amongst themselves, then, let artists be artists, bro. Even JOP and Peso Pluma don't get along. And Peso Pluma's like, bro, Peso Pluma can't miss right now, bro. That dude is like, his team is doing like all the right moves, way. Like, that they're getting him at exactly every space he needs to be at, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was on the Jimmy Kimmel, bro, and that started that. Then he was on the VMAs. Then he was at the billboards. Now he's at the Amazon Music Live. Amazon started this new Music Live thing, and he fucking killed that shit, bro. Like I missed that. I missed it live, bro. I caught like all the replays. Like I watched it on YouTube. That shit looked dope as fuck, bro. And I'm just like, Peso Pluma's not like he's not just your corrido artist no more, bro. That motherfucker's like a fucking rock star now. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that motherfucker's definitely representing heavy for Mexicans, bro. So I'm just happy for all of our people doing good, bro, because it's like, man, they're waving the flag, bro. They all waving that same flag for us, bro, and representing dope for Mexicans, way.
Yeah, I rock with Peso Pluma, of course, bro. He's a lot of songs that I didn't think I liked. You slowly kind of like actually listen to them, and you're like, oh shit, I do like this song. You know what I mean? So going back to his album Genesis or whatever, I do rock with a lot more songs than I thought. Also, Junior H, you know what I mean? Like
the sad, what is it
Yodo
called?
or something like that.
Only for Sad Boys or
only
something?
for Sad Boys,
something like that.
Part 2, I think that's where the new song that I like, right? And I'm like, people are kind of sleeping on him, but I think he's gonna come. He's coming up, bro, because that vato's really talented.
Junior H, I think people that know about corridos, bro, they rock with
but
him.
As far as like, I think he's coming out with equal as good music as Peso Pluma, Fuerza Regida, Nathaniel Cano. But I think he's just not quite getting that same. And it could just be me, I just don't see it, right? But I think he's gonna surprise people pretty soon. I hope so, way.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, way, before we move on. I seen that little weirdo dropped a new album today, way. You know what I mean? It was called Keep the Machine Going or something like that. My bad. I don't recall.
Okay.
But I was too busy listening to Junior H's playlist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck, I gotta go listen to the new hip hop, Mexican rappers, like Chicano rappers that are coming out, right?
Yeah.
Which it made me think it's kind of a tough time for a Chicano rapper right now, you know what I mean? Because a lot of your fan base or a lot of people that are heavy listeners into the Chicano rap or Mexican rap genre are kind of in the trending zone right now, which is corridos tumbados, way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's a really tough time for them to kind of shine, to get their shine, bro. Because even us I consider myself hip hop first, way. You know what I mean? But for me to kind of be in the vibe right now and kind of like overlook a lot of albums that are getting dropped, it kind of let me know. I was like, damn, it must be a tough time to be a Chicano rapper right now.
I think it's tough to be a rapper, period, way. But yeah, especially in the Latino world, yeah, you're competing with corridos tumbados and you're competing with reggaeton. So it's like if you're still, is that subculture of Chicano culture, Chicano rap that is like, that's only the real heavy in the Chicano lowrider culture gonna fuck with it heavy. You know what I mean? Everyone else, I don't know, bro. I be so busy. Way I don't have time to listen to new shit. Way like my trips are short nowadays, bro. I'm like I already know I'm about to jam this one up loud, this one up loud, and I'm choosing fucking. I'm being choosy about my songs, bro, because I don't get that much time no more, bro. And when I'm with my kids, I don't be jamming it like that, you know. So
no, I just don't want to look like we're overlooking our hip hop. You know what I mean? Without giving that a fair share listen. You know what I mean? He does have a couple dope rolas on their way. So shout out to Lil Weirdo, you know, but it was kind of weird for me to type in Lil Weirdo. I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh damn, like it just sounds like, and this is just me because I still type in Lil Rob, right? But that brings me back when I was young.
You should look up Nasty Boy Click.
Nah, bro. It's all about MC Magic, homie. Yo. You still rock with MB Riders?
Nah, I stopped looking up Nasty Boy Click ever since middle school, bro. And the wrong website popped up on me, bro. I was like, damn.
What about BBC News?
Yeah. No way. But yo, shout out to MC Magic and the NB Riders, bro. They all dope, bro. I wish they would still making music together because I think, I mean, MC Magic is doing his thing by himself, but
not by himself, but he has Baby Bash and Lil Rob. They're like the perfect trio way.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to send like a white Caucasian or a black brother or sister or an Asian brother or sister, and get a Chicano experience.
Yeah.
Like, you want the Chicano music experience?
They need to make a tour on that, you know?
You're right.
It's like tacos, like taco trucks.
No mames.
No, check this out,
you
bro.
You got straight up stereotypical.
You can't be stereotypical when it's you, bro.
Fucking street vendors and
shit. It's like you set up a whole tour, bro. Like if you know they hit this city every day on this day.
Sell sombreros 2 for $5.
Bro, you teaching the whole history, bro. The zooters. You start from then. You give them the tacos, and then they. You know the cervezas way. Then
the cervezas.
Then they get that experience, bro, and you know the whole, like you said, the original music way. MC Magic's original as fuck. Little Rob is original as fuck, and Baby Bash is original as fuck.
And
bro.
they're all good, feel good music, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I'm saying you wouldn't like that right there. They'd be like, yo, this is the top. This is the top level, top experience, top Chicano experience you can ever have, bro.
They're gonna be like, have you guys heard of the new rappers, Little Rob and MC Man? But you know, just keeping it real out there, bro. These vatos been in the game for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Lil Rob is very close to hitting 50 years old, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, when else did we think that we would still see ourselves, because, you know, we're connected. We're all in this culture together, right? Mm-hmm. Even ourselves, you know, like there was a point in time where it's like, bro, you dress your age or act your age, you know, like who would have thought that Lil Rob, MC Magic, and Baby Bash can make a living? I think they're making a killing because them motherfuckers stay nonstop touring.
They're not making a living. They're making a fortune.
Yeah. You know, Lil Rob's garage, bro, that vato has like a bunch of lowriders. Anyways, wait.
Counting his pockets like that, huh?
Nah.
You a garage peeker, huh?
I've never.
You're the type of person that walks around the neighborhood, peeks in people's garages.
No,
bro.
I do drive, and not to think of I'm gonna take something away, but I like to see how other people are living. Like I see you. Do you drive by your neighborhood sometimes and just look like in people's houses? Not in a weirdo vibe.
No, yeah. It's just curiosity.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I wonder what kind of furniture they got in there, or are they watching TV?
What kind of shower they got in there?
No, I'm in there. I always think like, you know, what are they doing? Like, are they watching? Are they having dinner? You know?
Oh no, that's too much now, bro.
Oh, that was too much.
Yeah. Having dinner.
The shower wasn't.
Obviously, the shower was a joke. Wait, you didn't
was
catch
joking
that.
too, motherfucker.
Yeah. So no, but it's curiosity, and it's an awkward moment when like I'll be in my garage and like people are like going for walks, right? And like at the moment you turn because you hear people walking, then they look in your garage and you make that eye contact, bro, and then you both look away like very awkwardly, bro. That shit's awkward as fuck, bro.
Have you got used to I know you live, close to a busy streetway, so it's kind of different from my area. But do people wave at you?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I like, honestly, bro. When I first moved into the neighborhood way, I was very self conscious, bro, and I wanted to be like the upstanding neighborhood. No, I mean,
Mexican.
not neighborhood, the upstanding neighbor, bro. And like you want to be like
Nice.
nice and like wave at everyone. Like now, like if I'm looking that direction, if I'm then I will do it, bro. But like nowadays, right? Like I'll be mowing the lawn and like if I don't catch you on that walk your way, bro, then I'm not. That's it. I don't have to say hi to you. But before, I would like try to work it in a way or like take my time to just be like, hey, and like. And now it's just like I don't give a fuck, bro. Like
I still give a fuck, way. Because right here, it's still a lot of the same community, way. Like a lot of the neighbors they're still like here since I was here. You know what I'm saying? So we do the waving. At first, I didn't do it because I felt goofy as fuck, right? Like,
yeah.
hi, like I've never waved in my life like that way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I wave like this all corny. I'm just like, hey, but. We never did that. We didn't grow up in a neighborhood where you throw up your hands unless you're throwing up gang signs.
Shit.
Shit. You got scared.
Nah, man. You trying to
edit that part out, bro. So they don't
too much.
They don't
man.
see what set I threw up. Cuh.
Nah, man. But
55th Street.
Moving it along, bro. Suge Knight's coming out with a podcast, man. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Collect Calls podcast, bro. I think that motherfucker I think he will do good in the podcast game, bro.
Yeah, I think
he got all the Tupac stories, bro. And even if he made shit up, bro, we would eat that shit up.
More made up stories than Jada. What's her?
Yo, that'll probably be his first guest, bro. His first guest on the podcast, bro.
Keeping it real, I don't fuck with Suge Knight because
you're only talking shit because he's behind bars, bro. You wouldn't be saying that shit if he was a free man.
I heard he runs people over and shit.
Yeah, hangs people off balconies and shit. No
mama's way. But as far as a person way, I feel like he's done a lot of people dirty way. You know what I mean? I don't see him as a straight shooter. He might have been a straight shooter at one point, and I'm not. Anyways. I don't see him like a solid dude way. You know what I mean? I feel like he's always been the guy that
he's shady. He's
shady, right? But as far as a podcast, I think a lot of stories shouldn't die with him. I think they do.
Why do Mexicans and black people, bro? We love prison podcasts, bro.
I don't know way. Like sometimes I can go from like listening to like a motivational speaker and then. Like straight up, bro. This guy is like a suit and a tie, and then my next fucking YouTube video will go into like a prison podcast that did 45 years in the shoe or like in prison. I'm like, bro, oh damn.
I think it's like Mexicans, bro, and I'll speak on Mexicans. I'm sure.
Hey, stay out of black business.
I'm sure black people feel the same way. It's just part of our culture and part of our environment.
I think it's everybody way. If you look at the comments and if you look at the most listened type of podcast, they're crime. People love crime.
But there's a difference between you hearing like,
oh, they had to do a crime to be in penitentiary,
right? But it's like you're hearing cold cases and how they cracked the case and how they found out who was guilty. That's one thing, Like I hope I don't sound fucked up here, bro. But it's like. Mexicans, we somehow automatically give respect to someone that went to prison for 40 years
and was in general population.
And I don't even care what area they were at, bro. Like this could be anything, way.
Even in protective custody.
Well, yeah, bro. I'm sure no one's gonna respect that, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, but respect my knowledge.
But this is you're going against the point I'm trying to say, bro. Mexicans, we the only ones that we will automatically give respect to someone that killed someone on a regular street fight, went to prison for 30 plus years, comes back home, nothing to his name, nothing, hasn't really done anything for us to see him as as like a success story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we automatically are drawn to that and respect him for that. for his story, and we want to know how he grew up, what the crime was, how the court went, what experiences he went through in prison, and it's like we respect that as like an OG, and it's kind of like like I don't know, bro. I don't know if that's the right way for us to be bro, because I don't know, way. I think things need to change, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be honest now, bro. Like I've been kind of staying away from shit like that, right? Like I don't listen to that stuff that much no more, or probably not even a lot. I probably don't even listen to it, way. But it's because to me it's kind of like I'm trying to pay attention to motherfuckers that are actually like successful in life, way. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it.
Because I'm like, it's like, yeah, we watch movies, right? We watch The Goodfellas, we watch American Me, we watch Blood and Blood Out. It's all fucking tragic stories, way. They all crash out at the end, way. But it's like we just somehow we know how
we love the story until they turn into rats. We love the story until they get killed, until he kills his best friend, until goes into witness protection. But that middle area where they had the women, we're moving this, we're getting loads of cash. Yeah. Somehow we block out the fucked up parts and we're like, damn, I wish I had it like that.
No, and I guess some stories would be interesting, right? Like let's say like, I don't know, bro, someone was a drug dealer and they were like free for 15 years at the top of their game, right? Selling all kinds of things, living large. Then you know that's a story like, all right, you managed to handle that type of amount of I don't know, money and drugs and you paid officials off, but it's like, bro, like sometimes we really listen to stories of people that went to prison when they were 16 for killing someone. Yeah. And then we're here listening to their interview like they went to the fucking like they went to fucking Vietnam or some shit, bro. It's like you what is it called? You killed someone for no real good reason, right? Most of the time. And then, like I said, bro, in our culture, we in the Mexican American culture, bro, we automatically give him this respect, like, oh, he's an OG, he's this and that. But we don't even
held it down.
Yeah, we don't really be knowing, bro. I feel like I'm not trying to respect him, bro, but I'm just saying, like, I think we sometimes got to change who we see as our role models, way. You know what I mean? Because I guess that goes back to when we were kids, when we watched Blood and Blood Out, when we watched all that, we thought that was real men, way. We thought that those motherfuckers was what a real man was supposed to act like and be like. In reality, bro, it ain't, way. I know I'm sounding like a square ass motherfucker right now, bro, but
you softer than a polo sweater.
I'll be lying, bro. I'll be lying if I said like that's dope and that's how we should be, and nah, bro. I don't know. I don't know why I said that, bro. I mean, how we got to that? Oh, we got to that from
I don't know why the fuck I said that.
We got
cut.
We might cut that out.
Nah, we're gonna keep that. No, check this out. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in it because I'm a victim of that shit, way, and I myself am trying to get out of that. How can you call it, that playlist, that algorithm? Because, like, again, I'm listening to something that's gonna motivate me, right? Like, what do they say? Take advice from people that are in situations that you would like to be in. Mm-hmm. And I'll listen to shit like that, like, really smart motherfuckers, way, that are known in the self-improvement world y todo eso. But then my algorithm, my next YouTube video will be like, I follow a lot of Chicano pages, way, and I'm not going to say what pages, way, because I rock with everybody, like people get political and shit. Oh, you're not supposed to rock with this page because of this. You're not supposed to rock with them because they're from over there. I don't give a fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
we from Minnesota, man. We can rock with whoever the fuck we want.
So, but anyways, I fall victim to that because a really interesting story comes through. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm like, this is so repetitive. You know what I mean? Everybody has their individual unique story, but it's so repetitive as far as like similarities, right? You had a fucked up growing up. Your pops left, or your parents were drug addicts, or some shit like that, right? You were sent off into the not the welfare, where like foster care, and then all that, and then you end up in prison. Then you pick up a drug habit. Now you release many years later, and now you're getting back into the rhythm of things. And then in the comments will be like, he sounds like a good person. I hope he keeps his life together. It's always the same story way, but it always seems to catch me. And boom, it could take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours out of my day. Mm-hmm. And again, respect to those to all the homies that really are using their experience to get the youth,
to bring awareness, If people are using that, and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't say that with no disrespect, but it's like, if people are using that as an awareness and as a way to bring to let people know, like, that ain't the right path, bro. Like, I was in prison, and like, there's nothing to glorify about that, right? But what I'm saying is, like, we're the only ones that we automatically give people respect. Yeah. Oh, they're the OG. He's an OG. He did this and that. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just being honest. Way, like, lately, like, I don't focus on stuff if it's not gonna teach me something, bro. Like, teach me something about how to better my situation today. Way, like,
they do teach you how to stick a shank up your ass.
Yo, see, lazy. Lazy. They're gonna be using you. They're gonna be using you in prison real good, bro.
They're gonna call me the purse in prison. Put it in the purse.
They're gonna stuff you up real good, man. But like, bro, with anything, wait, like, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, when I'm at the point where I just want to better my situation in every way possible, bro. So I'm trying to learn as much as how to, like, financially come up in this world, bro. So yeah. I feel like lately, bro, if it ain't teaching me something about business or something about finances or something about how to better myself as a person, like, bro, lately it's like, yeah, I don't want none of it, way.
Because it's like, what are you gonna teach me? How to stay out of prison? It's like, bro, nothing I'm doing is gonna get me in prison, bro. At least not for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, bro, that's how I've been lately, way. So that's why it's like, I don't know, a lot of social media be on bullshit right now, bro.
I be judging. Oh, go ahead, man.
Like, all we're seeing lately, bro, is Jada Pinkett Smith ruining fucking Will Smith's legacy, bro, with all the shit she be saying. And fucking Blueface, bro. Like, for some reason,
oh my god,
Blueface and Jada Pinkett Smith is like forced on us, bro. Like, we know all about their lives without even fucking trying, way. And it's like, that's why, like, I'm just done with a lot of that nonsense, way. Like,
it makes you realize, like, also Sexy Red también, right?
Oh, that bullshit she just tweeted away? That shit was disgusting, bro.
I don't know what she tweeted away, but a lot of shit she does is disgusting.
She said, and I think she's pregnant, right? I think she just recently came out she's pregnant. But I think she was on tour. I don't know if she was, like, done with the tour or, like, in the middle of her tour or whatever, bro. But she said, damn, I've been working so hard, my coochie stink.
Yeah. So I didn't read that.
Like, bro, like that, and that's these young ladies' role model, bro. That's who they look up to. That's the bad bitch they aspire to be.
Yeah, way, and I see all this stuff, way. I don't even know what the fuck I'm scrolling for, right? I'm looking for something like of news, of entertainment, not garbage, way. You know what I mean? Not, again, like you said, like Jada Pinkett. She was an actor at one point, right? Because she's a really good actor, bro.
Actress.
She's bald, though. So.
Lazy. She might be doing Will Smith dirty, but he will smack the shit out of you, bro. He'll still smack the shit out of you for that woman.
According to her stories, they've been separated for 7 years, right? So it's like
he did that shit while they were supposedly separated.
Keep my wife's name out your when you have secondhand embarrassment, way, it's like, damn, dude, you said that shit like a bitch ass fool too. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro.
Instead of saying, like, man, keep my wife's name out your mouth,
you can't tell everyone how to sound, though, bro.
You know what that reminded me of? when we were in high school, and the little homie, he got with a girl, right? That, when you're young, people give like titles to girls, right? Oh, she's a hoe, she's a slut,
Mm-hmm.
What
was your name?
Little did we know that this homie, he caught real feelings for this girl, right? And I wasn't the vato clowning on his girl. Way that was never. I don't know. I don't know.
We all did.
Maybe we did. At that,
not specifically him, but I'm saying we all talk shit about.
Oh yeah, mostly behind their back, though. To be honest.
Yeah.
But this happened
like every good young man would do. You know what I mean?
So what's it called? So we're sitting at McDonald's, right? You know what I mean? After school, we all go to McDonald's, whatever. We're sitting down, and one of the dudes that we're with, one of the homies that we used to have, he calls his girl like a hoe or something, like, oh, she's a slut. Wait. But this little dude, you didn't think he would have it in him, right? Wait.
Yeah.
Well, he lost it, bro. I remember he rolled up like a newspaper, bro. Y madres, way.
Yeah.
Right in the forehead.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. I remember that shit.
It was like a Will Smith moment, bro. When he just did it, and like everybody just stood still with.
But it was so like over the top, right? It was so extra that we were all in shock.
Yeah,
we were all in shock, and we just looked at each other, and then we just busted out laughing, bro.
But we were so shocked that he did that, but we were also like, oh shit, like you're about to get fucked up, little homie. But the dude that got smacked, he wasn't trying to. That was his little homie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did we call him? Like Topoyi or something like that?
Yeah, we shouldn't put names out there like that.
Bro, it's Tony. He doesn't listen to this podcast. Right? But check this out. He wasn't trying to put hands on him.
Probably married to that girl now, man.
More power to him, way. So the dude, he's like every dude that doesn't want to fight, right? Starts taking off his chain, he starts taking off his earrings.
Just giving someone a chance to run or apologize.
Cálmala, güey. He's waiting for somebody to say, cálmala, güey, déjalo, güey. But yeah, it was one of them moments, güey.
No, and that's just a reminder, bro. Like, everyone has their limits on what they allowed for people to play, right? Like, your limits are not everyone else's limits, right? Like, there's people that if you say something about their girl, then boom, they're ready to fight and go all out. There's people that if you say a yo mama joke to them, boom, they're ready to go all out. And it's like, some people don't understand, like, bro, it wasn't specifically about your mom. You know what I mean? It was just a yo mama joke. You know what I mean? And
but I'm the
people
kind of
don't play like that.
I'm the kind of vato way that, I don't know, I'm getting a little weird sound in my headphones. I'm the kind of vato way that if I'm around some, let's just say some new cats way that I'm like, oh, these are cool ass dudes, right? But if these dudes start making like your girl jokes or wife jokes or like mama jokes way, I'm the kind of dude that I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna stay away from you because you're like almost some kind of like a liability. You know what I mean? Like, something's gonna happen one day. Wait, you're gonna say something to the wrong person, or you're gonna say something to me. So I'd rather just not hang around with people that think it's cool to make wife jokes, girlfriend jokes, or mama jokes. Right?
You catch those red flags way. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't know any better that you're getting scored. You know what I'm saying? You're getting scored on your behavior, bro. Like, even by the homies, right? So if you're the type of homie that your other homie pulls up with a girl and is like, hey, wait, la vieja de ese güey está bien buena, güey. And you're like, and you start you start saying some shit like that.
I don't know how Salvadorians say when they see a fine ass girl. I can't never get how they say it, way, but they say it like emocionados, way. I can't say it right. I need to get one of the homies to fucking say it on here, way.
But yeah, the fact is, like, when people say that, like, used to say that around me, I'd be like, you play it off like este vato, way. But in my mind, I make a little note, like, all right, watch out for this vato, because he's the type of vato that will he'll talk about your girl when you step away, and that just shows, like, if he ever had the opportunity, which it wouldn't be all his fault, but he would take it. Yeah. And not just that, but he will probably try to create an opportunity with your girl. You know what I mean? So right away you gotta read shit like that, right? And if people are disrespectful, like about people's moms and all that, then you're like, all right, he's a cool homie, he's funny, we can kick it, he's down to fight if we need people to fight. But he's not the type of homie I'll bring home and chill at the crib with around my parents. Bring home, huh? No, I'm saying we all had those friends with that is like, you're a cool homie, bro, but you're not the type of homie that can be around my parents, bro. You know what I mean?
You belong to the streets.
Yeah, that way. Not just some girls belong in the streets, bro. Some homies also belong in the streets,
It's because some homies, bro, they really don't know any better way. It's not even their fault way. They were just raised different way. Imagine you get mad if they made a mama joke or a girlfriend joke or a sister joke. Yeah. And you get mad, way, and you're like, no, a la verga con ese güey. And like, they're going to be like, what the fuck did I say, güey? ¿Qué dije, güey? ¿Qué dije, güey? ¿A poco con eso se enojó ese puto, güey? No mames, güey. Ese güey es bien culo.
Yeah. There's people that definitely get along different, bro. But moving along, bro. And we did talk about Suge Knight and all that. We had, we didn't have time last time, bro, but Keefe D got arrested in connection to the murder of Tupac, bro. A lot going on with Tupac right now, Jada Pinkett and Tupac and all that, bro. Like, damn. But this dude, bro, Keefe D, way, like, he was basically wanting to get arrested, way. Like, I don't know if he like wanted to go down in the books as like, like in the history of like he was responsible, you know, and. Because, when they say, like, criminals like to take credit for their crimes, bro, like, somehow they want to drop, like, when people do, like, arson, they always leave, like, one sign that it was that same person for all these houses, because they somehow want people to know he did it again. He struck again, you know what I mean? Anyways, Keefe D, he was doing a lot of interviews. He even wrote a memoir or a book. Yeah. Explaining how everything went down and basically saying he basically confessed that he's the one that provided the weapon.
What a dumbass.
Which is stupid as fuck. But then he went to Vlad TV podcast, the Vlad podcast, and retold everything again. And Vlad, a lot of people call him the FBI, CIA, but it's like, it's not his fault that he's asking all the questions that you wrote in your book that you put out for sale. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Vlad's taking the full credit of solving Tupac's murder, though.
Yeah, he is.
And he might be right.
But it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I didn't feel right. I didn't feel right about that.
Stay out of black business.
Yo, Vlad, Vlad being involved, bro. We can hop up in this business, bro.
Hey, sometimes I'm in the comments mad as fuck that somebody's like talking about Tupac or Biggie, and I'm like, I'm all for it, right? I'm part of the culture, way. And then the comments will be like, I hate it when non-black people get in black business. I'm like, not because I've commented anything, but it's because Vlad's reporting on it or somebody else like of a different nationality is reporting on it, and I'm like, oh shit! Like a lot of black comments would be like, I hate it. I don't know about y'all, man, but there's just something that bugs me when non-black people speak on black business.
No way, I get it. Way there's times where people speak on Latino business, like, what the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like, anyways, but yeah, it felt kind of weird, bro. Vlad talking about like, yeah, it's basically I have a whole archive of confessions, and I brought in the witnesses, and I brought in this, and I interviewed this people, putting everything together, bro. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's what podcasts should be for, bro, to fucking connect the puzzle of how you're guilty of a crime, bro. Like, I don't know, bro, but people still respect these platforms. People respect Vlad TV. A lot of people talk shit about him, but a lot of people respect it and wish they would be invited to these platforms. Mm-hmm. People talk shit about Adam 22 and the No Jumper podcast, right? A lot of people would wish to be on those podcasts. Those guys, I mean, Vlad TV, he was a DJ back in the day. He was, doing that in a way. But Adam 22, he was not like in the music at all, and in the industry at all. He's just a podcaster, right, from the start. Yeah. No one comes at him saying, why is he talking about music, rappers, all this and that, right? Like, but I've heard, and we're not going to drop no names, but I've heard from multiple podcasters now that are saying, why are certain individuals talking about rap and rappers when they're not rappers and they're not in the industry? You guys need to leave this for these conversations for the rappers. And it's kind of like, why do you, like, I think we've talked about this already, real quick, bro, but it's like, why are people so quick to tell other Latinos, don't talk about rap, you guys don't know about rap, you guys aren't in this industry, you guys are just podcasters. Talk about what you do for a living, or talk about, you know, what you know, or whatever. Stay out of this type of business. And it's like,
talk about jet skis. That's all you could talk about, motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying?
Please talk about the music that we like.
You know, so it's like that. I think that's bullshit, bro. You know, like, people need to understand, bro, that is not only understand that everyone has the right to an opinion, especially if you got a, you know, if you got a good opinion, bro. If you're doing it for the best of the culture, the people should see that.
Yeah.
But it's like, no one has a problem with anyone else doing it, bro. But it's like, as soon as Raza does certain things and they say something that everyone is not 100% with it, now it's like, why are you even talking about it? You're not even in the culture. You're not. I mean, you're not even in the industry. You know what I mean?
You're not certified to speak on this. It's like, dude, I know, and there's a lot, and we're not just talking about one person, because many people have said this. You know, I've personally had conversations with people like in the industry that really feel that way, that podcasters, or even, oh, you just don't know because you're not in the business. Like, I know good music from whack music, I'll tell you that much. And I've seen some rappers talking about that, and I can, you know, you can get a perspective from people that care, because we're obviously talking about it because we care about it to an extent, right?
Yeah.
You can get a good perspective or a good idea of where the streets are at, where the ears, who's listening, what they like, what they don't like. You know, we could straight up tell you, like, hey, bro, like, I haven't heard nobody bumping you for over 10 years, dog.
Yeah, you can check your popularity vote. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, bro, and it's no hate. You know what I mean? And maybe they don't feel that it's fair, because it's like, how can I come at you guys? You guys ain't nobody. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, maybe you're just upset that you can't clown on people because there's nothing for you to clown on them about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's been multiple rappers that have come out kind of attacking certain people, whether it's other rappers or other stuff. And it's not a good look way, because at the end of the day, we're in different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in the times where regular people can hop on podcasts and have radio shows and have a very dope point of view, very dope opinion, very dope conversation, even better than rappers, even better than certain entertainers way. So it's like, people in our culture need to, you know, understand that times have changed, and entertainers and entertainers are gonna and creators are gonna come from all walks of life. You know what I mean?
And let people grow, let people develop into. How do you get in the industry? You got to be an apprentice somehow. You got to somehow work your way up there, right? There's people that started as podcasters or started as video editors, and now they're in the industry. Nobody just pops up.
Now they're the top videographer for the top artists. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start somewhere.
Nobody just pops in the industry. You have to work your way in the industry.
Yeah.
And one thing that I got to say about that's going to be just realistic, to let people know exactly where things are at. You got two of the biggest, from my understanding, they were not in the industry. They were just video bloggers, video game bloggers. I think his name's like Aiden Ross or something like that. And then there's a black dude.
Academics.
No, not Academics. It's like Signet or something like that.
Okay. But Academics is another one.
But you know the other black dude that Offset kicked it with him for like 24 hours straight on his live stream and shit. Okay, he's like the most popular one. He's the number one.
He's a black kid, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, they have the biggest platforms right now. Just regular dudes, regular kids that talked about music, that talked about culture, that talked about everything that's going on. Now they're number one. And trust me, any of these individuals that are talking shit about, you guys aren't in the industry, you don't know shit about music, they would go on those platforms in a fucking quick second.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and I mentioned the two that are more closer to like the hip hop rap world, but Yeah, like all those platforms, you know what I mean? Like these are all individuals that are making not just a living, bro. They're making bank, bro. They're making bank off of just talking about the culture way, you know? So in order for Latinos to get to the point where podcasting is their main source of income and are not just making a living and paying their bills off of it, but actually making a lot of money off of this. You know what I mean? Like we got to get to that point. You know, if people want to see our people doing that same type of having those same type of platforms and having that same type of following, then we gotta start within us, bro. Because it's like, from what I know, you know, from what I see, a lot of the podcasters, bro, and a lot of the Latino podcasters, everyone's still, I don't know people's lives like that, but everyone still got jobs for the most part, bro.
Yeah.
Podcasting is not their main source of income, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, how is it that all these other individuals that's their main source, but in Latinos we still trying to get this thing popping some way and make a living out of this? And like I said, not just a living, but more in the future. It has to be support, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're not getting that financial support, then you can't do it 24 hours. Imagine if you had 24 hours to get creative and come up with concepts and come up with do topics and shit. Like the content will get even better.
Yeah.
But a lot of our podcasters, a lot of our Latino podcasters, including ourselves, we all still got full-time jobs somewhere.
Yeah.
And we do this on our spare time. So it's like, people should appreciate Latino podcasters, bro, because it's like we coming off of a full-time job and doing this on our spare time just to get this whole thing cracking, bro, just to create something for our culture, for our communities, bro. So it's like, people need to change that mentality way, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's whack, bro.
Yeah.
And if people are coming correctly, bro, like, I can't speak for everyone, bro, but for the most part, it's like, I see people when they talk about the culture, they're being positive about it. They're trying to, you know, hype it up. They're trying to, you know, bring positivity and bring awareness to dope shit that's happening in our culture. There is some people, bro, that come with negative shit, bro. They come with a lot of negativity. They like to hop on whatever topic is happening and just talk shit, bro. Like, just talk shit about certain individuals, bro. Like, I just seen this one dude. Like I said, I don't have to drop names like that, but I seen this one dude talk shit about the Little Rob interview on the Food Community podcast, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I'm just like, so that's your thing? You just hop on your platform and talk shit about dope people, bro? Because I think Little Rob's a dope person. Yeah, it's like, you talk shit about his point of view. You talk shit about, you know, how he feels about certain things. That's your main thing. Like, that to me is whack.
That's whack.
If you jump on a platform just to straight hate and talk shit on people, then that's whack as fuck. What's dope and what people should be supporting is motherfuckers that are trying to bring awareness and trying to make our culture, our community look dope as fuck, bro, and bring awareness and talk about our experiences and you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of bring us in, create a community within ourselves, bro.
And given like legit like ratings, given legit a perspective, you know, like, I fuck with Little Rob, but you know, that interview como que it wasn't that dope. All right, cool. It wasn't that dope for you. But if your whole video is gonna be about that was whack, he's whack, he was lame, he's this, he's not a real gangster, I haven't, you know, whatever. Bro, you're just a hater at that point.
A lot of people are mad at Little Rob, bro, and are mad, or even, I'm sure they're hating on those these recent podcasts that Little Rob's hopping on, bro, because they didn't get him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen certain platforms, bro, like you know, maybe one day, bro, like I said, when we start making money off of this, bro, then we might start dropping names and shit, bro.
Or when we decided these are our last 5 episodes and we're going to drop all the names.
Yeah. We're going to drop all this shit. I'm going to change my name after this shit, but we about to fucking say it all.
Yeah.
There's certain podcasts, bro, that are going to be upset at Little Rob and these other platforms because they didn't get that interview, and they've been doing this for a while now. Mm-hmm. That's a bad thing about our, like, and it's not just our culture, bro. I don't want to be that guy, but that's a bad way to go about things, bro. Like, bro, I go listen to Drink Champs, bro. I go listen to certain different podcasts, $1 million worth of game if they got certain guests, bro. Why wouldn't I go to the Food Community podcast and listen to them?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I go to American Cholo and listen to a podcast on an episode of his?
But yeah, I've seen other podcasters speaking publicly, and that they don't get these artists way. And seeing the type of interview that Little Rob had, and seeing the way that he held himself, and hearing some of his songs, bro, because I've been listening to Little Rob since we was fucking 12 years old. He's staying true to his word, bro. It's like, once you disrespect me once, bro, I'm never gonna like you. That means I'm never gonna rock with you. He just has this song, Wiki Wiki. I just heard it today, way.
Wicked, wicked, yep.
Wicked, wicked. He said, oh fuck, I forgot the lyrics, right? But no, it says like, these vatos forgot the rules. These vatos, fuck, I forgot.
You forgot the lyrics.
I forgot the lyrics. But he's basically saying these dudes, and I'm not saying that he's talking about anybody, because Little Rob dropped this shit 20 years ago. I'm just saying, he's saying people are talking this and that, forgot the rules, I'm not going to be the one talking, you know what I mean? And then in the same song, he said, down the line, just don't ask why I didn't work with you. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna do you that favor. And who would have known that his lyrics is him?
Yeah.
Like
he's living his raps, bro.
He's living his raps way, because I'm not gonna talk about who's all up in the mix, because everybody that knows what even we're talking about, my bad to the people that don't know what we're talking about, but you're getting schooled. Everybody knows who's throwing Little Rob's name around, you know what I mean? And
if people really pay attention to Latino podcasts and people that have been wanting Little Rob, they know who's some of the people that have been and saying things. And
there's like a really like real popular quote that I really like, bro, and it just says like, don't make unnecessary enemies, bro. You know what I mean? Which, especially in business, like, why would you make unnecessary, like,
don't burn your bridges?
Yeah, don't burn your bridges, bro, because you know what? A lot of people are upset because they're down to do work, they're down to collab, but the person that they want to collab is like, nah, I'm good. Or, probably, Little Rob's a cool homie, so he probably said, I'm busy right now, homie, I got a lot of other things working, I'm working on my own album. They took it personal. You know what I mean? They're taking it as like, who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? And this is just my perspective. But hearing that full interview on the Food Community, and hearing him clearly say he's not sending no names, because that's not the kind of dude he is with.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Little Rob is the dude on the interview, the dude that I listen to, the dude. The same cat. He's not in there like, and all these motherfuckers, man, they're just yapping, but let me catch you out on the street. You're going to know what's up. That would have been like, damn, way, like cagaste, way. And, I can't tell nobody how to be, but I just felt like he really conducted himself like an OG.
He's being the OG and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that goes back to the prison talk that I say. We automatically give respect to certain individuals without even knowing their story. We just like, damn, he did 40 years. Like, hey, that's a real one, right? He, that's how we grew up thinking. Those are real motherfuckers. But real ones are people like Lil Rob, bro, that keep it true to themselves, bro. Keep it true to their boundaries. Keep it true to, whatever the fuck standards they set for themselves. That's an OG, and making a living for himself, bro. Yeah. Like that's the OGs I look up to, bro. Like that's the people I look up to, bro. Like, motherfuckers. It could be from any culture, but especially people from our culture, bro, that I'm like, man, you're successful as fuck, bro, and you're staying true to the culture and to our roots. That's dope, bro. And that's OGs, bro.
Yeah, and humble to the game, bro. Like, Little Rob didn't blow up because of obviously he's talented as fuck, right? But he didn't blow up just on a random thing. That motherfucker was steady working, steady in the fucking studio, steady dropping songs, albums, and one just happened to fucking blow up. You know what I mean? He said he was even caught off guard that it blew up like that, because that song, I think he mentioned it was like 8 months old before it blew up.
Yeah. No, it was a good interview, Wade. Like honestly, bro, we don't see Little Rob doing a lot of interviews. I know he did. I know he was on that Brown Bag podcast.
Oh,
I don't know if he was.
I didn't catch it there.
I didn't catch it there either. But I know he was on there, and I was actually surprised that he was. I don't know if he was just on the radio or whatever. But anyways, I was like, oh, dope. Like, they got him. You know, like, I feel like, okay, the radio station, they got some weight. You know, they can make things happen. But then when I see him hop on the Full Community podcast, I'm like, oh shit, like he's
fucking with the homies. Yeah, like, you know, with the fools.
Yeah, he's fucking with the fools. You know, shout out to LA Icon, bro. Like, that motherfucker, he did his thing with that interview, bro. I'm like,
yeah.
It was just a real laid back conversation, bro. Nothing. I think LA Icon knows how to read Lil Rob's vibe, bro. He knew Lil Rob ain't that wild motherfucker, bro. He's just a laid back type of dude, and it was just a laid back type of conversation, bro. And I was like, dope, man. They asked a lot of questions. Him and the other person that was behind the mic, they asked a lot of good questions that it was like a lot of people that are real fans of Little Rob, we want to know. You know what I mean?
And Little Rob said it on his interview. I don't know if you heard that part, that he still gets shy in front of the camera. He said, you know, like when he said that's why he doesn't like do a lot of music videos way. Mm-hmm. And I was surprised, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, you know, somebody in our level would be like, man, I still get shy in front of cameras way. Don't think just because we record this shit, we're like, you know, we so normal or natural here. But to hear Little Rob that rocks stages with like thousands of people, you know what I mean? To just keep it real and be like, yo, you know, I'm just still a regular vato type shit, you know? So I enjoyed the interview. I've been waiting on a Little Rob interview for a long fucking time. There's been little clips of interviews of Little Rob here and there. And that was dope. He was also on the Cypress Hill dude. Oh, Be Real. I haven't caught that one.
No, I felt like I don't want to like super co-sign something, but I think that Full Community podcast, that was like, I don't know, that felt like that was the space to see it for some reason, bro. That's how I felt.
Neta que yo también, güey.
So I was like, this is the way I want to hear him. You know what I mean? But you know,
we like to see fools interview fools.
You know, in the future,
I pity the fool.
In the future, man, I definitely, you know, I'm sure you feel the same. Like, we definitely want to get, you know, chop it up with Lil Rob too. You know, he did drop us a shout out, you know, before. You know, shout out to the homie. He changed his name, but I still know him at Best One Productions. You know what I mean? Yeah. So shout out to that homie. But man, it's dope, man. That shit hypes me up, bro. Like, that interviews like that, bro, like, or like guests like that shit makes me excited about podcasting. I'm like, man, this shit's cracking. And that's why we shouldn't see each other as competition, or at least like bad competition. We should see each other as like friendly competition, but like motivation, bro. Because I seen that, bro, and I was like, I got hyped, bro. I'm like, man, let's do our part. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing their part. Everyone, all the Latino podcasters doing their part, bro. Like, we need to do our part. Make sure we have a good standard of what kind of content we putting out here, man.
Because we all come with different perspectives, way. You know what I mean? Like, all the podcasts that we mentioned already.
Yeah, like, look at you wearing all purple, man. Where the fuck they do that at, man?
It's Minnesota, motherfucker. Excuse me. What's it called? You know, I myself will go from a topic from like 3 or 4 of my podcasts that I follow. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're talking about the same thing. I know there's going to be a lot of same views and shit, but I still want to see what you have to say. What's your take? You know what I mean? So a lot of people that might follow all our pages, you know, the Latino Circle, they still appreciate, like, you know, let's see what the fucking twins got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no, esos güeyes están pendejos, güey. Let's go listen to these motherfuckers.
Yo. Everybody is somebody's fool. There's no exception to the rule.
Oh, shit.
A wise one once said that.
Okay.
Shout out to the OG Little Rob.
Ay, güey, ya, mama se la, güey. Ya, mama se la,
shit. Anyways, man, I think we talked our piece, man. There was definitely a lot of stuff to talk about in the culture, man. We back in the studio. Like we said, man, I'm excited, man. We're gonna be doing a lot more stuff during this season, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna have all kinds of guests, bro. Ain't no one gonna limit us to what we're gonna be bringing to our podcast and to our listeners, bro. We're gonna be bringing artists. We're gonna be bringing entertainers, whether it's actors or performers of any kind, bro.
Comedians,
people that are in business, that have businesses, because we want to make sure we want that conversation for ourselves, but we want to make sure we put out conversation that can help our people out to start businesses and be smarter with money and all that stuff, man. So
we want to learn how to make more money, save more money, but we also want people to do the same. You know what I mean? Like it's just part of the culture in that way. We have to make it part of the culture. I think it is part of the culture.
That's where our interest is at. You know what I mean? So we're not just talking about it because it's like, oh, that's popular right now. Like, nah, that's where we at right now. So it's like, that's what we want to talk about right now. And I feel like that's important. You know what I mean? So we're not following trends here. You know, if we definitely wanted a pop, we fucking invite all the criminals from Minneapolis. Be like, how many years you do? 20. We only accepting 20 plus years right now. You know, once we run through all the 20 plus, then 10 plus, you know what I mean? Then we get down to the juvies, you know what I mean?
No, mom.
But yeah, man, yo, we're going to leave it like that, Lazy. You know, shout out to everyone rocking with the podcast, man. Make sure you guys spread the word. Make sure you guys represent, you know, the merch that you guys got. Make sure you guys out there representing. We're going to definitely get back on that. We got a few ideas we want to be putting out soon. And yo, we definitely gonna get this shit cracking, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna go full throttle. Mi gente, make sure you guys go drop a review. At least hit that 5 stars. If you got a minute, leave us a dope review on the Apple Podcast reviews, or drop us some 5 stars también on Spotify, and all that good stuff, mi gente. So you already know, fuck depression, fuck anxiety. Keep the bag, don't fumble the bag, and keep your eyes on the prize, mi gente. Peace.
Peace out.